Hi there. I introduced my artist friend to Library of Ruina. We didn't really set up the recording very well, so these first few episodes will have pretty bad audio. Still, I hope you enjoy. It was really fun to get his reaction to certain things. The stuff in episode 2 I'm particularly excited for you to see. This series is not something I want to spend hours upon hours editing, so I've only cut out some of the very long segments where nothing happens, as well as a few bits of us talking about personal stuff. I also kept most of the early combat, since he's still learning and there's a lot of dialogue between us, but let me know if you want to see all of the fights as we continue, or just the more interesting ones.
What the hell?
넌 어겼어. 다시 한번 물어볼게. 넌 어디서? 그리고 어떤 목적으로 이곳에? 그리고 어떻게 들어왔지?
그냥 길을 걷다가 정신을 차려보니 여기였어. 어떻게 들어왔는지 몰라. 진짜 오른쪽 다리에서 피가 줄줄 나오잖아. 이런 영문도 모르는 곳에 올 생각은 전혀 없었다고. 난 오후 1시쯤에 대충 일어나서 무작정 13구 골목 어딘가를 걷고 있었고 이왕 나온 김에 목적지도 있으면 좋겠다 싶어서 이번 주 스페셜 샌드위치를 판다는 해맨팡팡이란 곳에도 들리려고 했어.
I decided to stop autoplay because I think that this font is really interesting. Like, not the font, but the text effects are interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't quite figured out what they're signifying yet. My first thought was pain.
Yeah,
The pain that he's in?
Pain, I think, is what they're doing with the screen warping.
Right now. Yeah, obviously there's screen warping here, which only happened after he was, I guess, stabbed in the leg?
Yeah, it's not entirely clear at the moment, but she cut his leg off.
What? Fully off?
Welcome to Project Moon. Yep.
Okay. Does he get it back?
You'll find out.
Okay, well, the reason I ask is because he still, in this art, has 2 legs. So, I'm
Yeah.
gonna assume for now that he gets it back.
Yeah, it's more just budget limitations of what they can actually show.
Yeah, which I get that. I get
Classic
that.
visual novel problem.
Yeah.
아무튼 당장에 빠져나갈 돈은 많지. 일거리는 없지. 1인 사무소라 해도 나 혼자서 어떻게든 먹고 살...
What the hell?
너무 길게 말했어. 다음엔 나머지 왼쪽 팔과 왼쪽 다리야.
That's so rude.
이곳으로 오게 된 방법도 모른다라.
Just an ordinary fixer who's hit rock bottom. So I think I know a little bit about a fixer because I've played like 30 minutes to an hour of Limbus Company.
Yeah, so the question is, which character do you want to take? We should probably each take one of these two.
How good do you think you sound at being in pain?
I can certainly try.
Okay.
I also am familiar with a lot of this character's behavior and how he talks, so...
Okay. So if do you have a preference then? You want to take this guy?
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay, I'll try and be cool, calm, and collected as this presumably a girl. I don't know though. She reminds me of the crow in Slay the Princess right now, like her outfit.
Yeah. Just an ordinary fixer who's hit rock bottom. What the hell is this place, and who are you? Ah! Come on, taking 2 limbs at once is cheating.
질문은 내가 해. 이름
I'm the one asking the questions. Your name?
Roland.
좋아.
Good.
이곳은
Welcome to the
도서관이야.
library. We've yet to
그리고
serve
아직
any
손님을
guests,
받기
but then
전이지.
you suddenly appeared out of
그런데
nowhere.
네가 갑자기 튀어나왔어. 이곳에 초대받지 않은 손님은 절대 들어올 수 없도록 설계하느라 많은 수고가 들었는데 말이야.
Okay, I gotta turn off the voices if we're gonna talk. We can turn
Okay.
them on briefly when new characters are introduced. But
Yeah.
I can't do both. I can't. Okay. Took me quite a bit of effort designing this library to ensure no uninvited guest could enter, you see.
Damn it, these limbs were all I had. Ugh, I don't have any cash or mortgages to get new ones anymore.
You can just get new ones? Okay. Seems he's fainted. Oh, I'm in a very different outfit now. This is the same person, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wake up.
My legs, my arms. Wait, they're all intact again?
You should be able to swing your arms and walk again. And I made a few readjustments to your body to make it a bit easier to use. Although you did trespass on my library, I also took your limbs away without your consent, so I'm giving you these as an apology. I'm quite patient and generous, you see.
Patient my ass. Am I really supposed to be thankful for this? And your warning isn't in effect anymore, right?
Nope, not anymore. I had a few thoughts while you were knocked out. And here's my conclusion. You'll help me out here.
What? Huh? Do syndicates these days kidnap people this way too, or is this one of the wings? I heard rumors that they abduct test subjects from here and there for singularity research. An acquaintance of mine apparently began jumping between dimensions as a side effect of one of those experiments. My life really is an unlucky mess.
This is a library. I don't know the syndicates you're talking about, but this place isn't a wing at least.
Doesn't really matter. Whatever the case, I'm trapped here and you'll exploit me, right?
Yes, I am letting you live for 2 reasons. First, I need an analysis of how you could enter this place uninvited. Sending you back or neglecting you without knowing the reason could pose a significant threat to the library. Well, it's not like you can leave without my permission anymore. Second, from now on, I will collect books about the city in search of the one absolute book. And I want you to help me with this process. Since you are a resident of the city, I expect you to be helpful in various ways.
I knew this would happen to me someday. People would disappear without a trace, only to be found as chunks of flesh much later. I used to laugh at those poor folks for being careless and unlucky, but now I see it as nothing to do with carelessness or anything, huh? Just happens without a moment's notice.
Don't be too concerned about your life. You are not allowed to die here unless I permit you to.
Damn it, so this was a crazy laboratory sort of deal. Do you, like, shove random stuff like corn kernels and clockwork into people's stomachs and turn them into walking popcorn-spewing, popcorn-making machine men or something? This has got to be the worst. I'd much rather die and be over with it all.
If you spout such nonsense one more time, I'll gladly turn you into a human popcorn machine, as you so wish. I've already gone through so many cycles of bullshittery, responding to every bit of meaningless rubbish.
Sorry, ma'am.
Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Angela. I'm the head librarian and director of this library.
Angela? That's a good name. So, what am I supposed to do?
Your role is to welcome the guests invited to the library. I will carefully determine what guests to invite and write an invitation accordingly, and you will entertain the guests once they accept the invitation and arrive at the library. And since you have actual experience working as a fixer, I am sure, sorry, I am sure you will be able to give the various types of guests a much better reception than I could.
I'm just a washed up grade 9 fixer, though. What's this reception all about, anyway? Do I catch their eyes, or be a waiter for them or something?
It's simple. You just have to deal with the guests. In a physical manner, of course. The library presents guests with an ordeal, and books will open up in the process. The guests who have overcome the ordeal will be deemed worthy to earn their books. There is the possibility that you may die in the process of reception, but it's only temporary. You'll get back up when the library closes. No one here may rest without my permission.
You happen to have some weird fantasies about fixers? Aren't you expecting too much from a grade 9? I'm not as talented as you seem to think, you know.
That's none of my business. I have prepared a manual for you, so go ahead and figure things out yourself. Oh. Oh, I don't know why that didn't... Okay.
I think I get the gist of it now. So how does this invitation exactly work?
Open up the invitation and register the books you wish to serve to your guests.
And next?
The invitation will be naturally sent to those who need the books.
That's it? Sounds a bit too easy.
The invitation is another carefully crafted work of mine, much like the library. Yes, think of it as a compass. It would be easier for you to understand that way.
A compass? As in the tool that tells directions?
That's right. The invitations will guide me towards the one book that I truly wish to obtain. And sometimes the invitation may turn red according to the books you've registered. A red invitation indicates that it can be spent to the special guest who will unravel the next part of the story. Until we register the books that match what the red invitation wants, our journey will be halted for a bit.
But there's no guarantee that the guest will always respond to the invitation, right?
In fact, there is. They're destined to come. And the guests will accept the invitation of their own will and enter the library.
That's surprisingly polite and fair for something that takes place in the city. Most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. Well, anyway, once we get those books, what comes next?
The library is a place of limitless possibilities. Even I cannot fathom the infinite space and power of this library just yet. That's why I wish for you to complete the That's why I wish to complete the library by filling that space with books. And I will get in my hands the one perfect book that will complete me in the library. This girl sounds delusional as fuck. Like, are you... I think she needs therapy.
Oh, she does. The perfect book, huh? I suppose those books are different from the one I know.
Ugh.
Open the curtain.
Intro!
Lies within two for me.
Oh, it's Psycho Girl. Therapy needer, as I will come to know.
Everyone in this city needs therapy.
Yeah, it sounds like it, but Roland seems surprisingly adjusted for right now. Like, still probably needs therapy, but like he's doing all right for himself. Ooh.
All right, 3 new characters.
Oh my god. I want to screenshot this. Hold on.
Yeah, the background art style is really fun.
It's actually a very specific art style that I've been trying to learn, and I've kind of successfully done it on a couple of my own backgrounds in my artwork.
Yeah,
where
I
it's
can
like
absolutely-
just this vague indication of
Yeah,
of what's going on. I mean, this is not vague, but it's very geometric. You can tell like a lot of
Yeah.
these marks were made with just like one square brush, you know?
yep. I can absolutely... there is a guy in the community who makes it very easy to get just the raw assets from the games, so I can absolutely send you some of these backgrounds for you to study with, if you'd
Oh
like.
my god, I'd love that. To whoever that guy in the community is, I'm gonna marry you. Unless you're already married, in which case, I'm gonna be your butler. Forever. You don't get a choice. You've done me a great service. My Discord overlay just went away. Can you hear me still? Nope. Hello?
Hello!
Okay, I think you disappeared for a second.
Okay, yeah, I think so too. I'm not able to see the stream right now.
Oh, weird.
What is going on with that?
I guess I have to re-stream it. Anyway, you weren't here to hear this, so I guess I'll say it again, which is to whoever that guy in the community is who gets the raw...
Lunartique!
What was it?
Lunartique.
Yeah, Lunartique, I'm going to marry you and or be your butler forever. Your choice. So I leave it up to you. Okay, 3 new characters. I feel like I recognize these guys from the beginning of Limbus Company. Or from the little fan game you made?
That was the thing, yeah.
That was the thing. Okay.
Okay, so what he's talking about is a little RPG Maker game that I put together a while back. It's not anything too fancy, just default assets mixed with stuff from the Project Moon games, but it was a fun little project to make, and I might go back and finish the proof of concept at some point and share it with y'all.
Does your little crew know about that game?
No, actually, I might share it to them at some point, but until then,
that would be
there'll
fun.
just be a fun little hint about that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so who's who? This is Pete.
Yep, this is Pete. That is Lenny. And Mangchi.
Okay. I'm gonna be Pete because Pete sounds aggressive in my mind.
Alright.
Hey, hurry up and scrape them up now. Those Wagoons might arrive any second.
I guess I'll take Lenny.
Sure.
I'm doing my best here. I just can't seem to get a clean rip of his guts. The contents of this guy are weirdly different.
Yippee. Is that a bloody hand down there? Was that there before? Can I go back?
I don't think she has a sprite change, but I do think that is meant to be blood. I've never heard of a body modification procedure that does this.
Alright, who is it? You or me?
Do you want to take him, or...?
Yeah, what do you think he... Tell me what you think he sounds like.
He's the most relaxed out of them.
That's what I was getting from his character design. Which I will say, I guess I should comment on this, since I'm the art person, is I immediately did pick up, like, this guy, his character design, he's got this open mouth, he's got this, like, scratchy-looking goatee, this angry expression on his face. He seems aggressive to me off the bat, and also, like, the first line that he had. He's also got a Rock Festival t-shirt, which... as I know that this is a stereotype, but generally speaking, like, that is going to be some sort of visual code to be like, this is a person who likes grungy things. This guy, the hood, the beanie, he's kind of leaning back in a way. This guy's also leaning back, but, like, he's got his hands in his pockets, both hands in his pockets. This guy screams relaxed to me. I'm not sure about this one yet, Lenny. Seems a little bit like the straight-laced one who's, like, trying to be practical, but I'm not sure. Haven't gotten a good read on it yet. I think it's partially, like, the bag that makes me think that, of, like, this person is the one who's prepared and thinking things through, whereas the other ones don't have any supplies with them. But I don't know. Obviously, this is my first playthrough of this. I don't really know these characters.
That's a pretty good read.
Okay, cool. All right. I do know my visual character design. It's good to know. Something's off about these organs. They're looking really strange.
Damn it, their footsteps are getting closer. Forget about clean cuts, just pull them out and take them. At this rate, our heads are gonna get nicely chopped off our bodies. Our bodies!
Why does he have this kind of stuff in his body?
Whatever, just take them, we're out of time.
Just about done.
Now run!
Phew, that was close.
You're a bold one, Pete. Going for a gut harvest in a territory managed by the Zwei. These are the only jobs. Zwei?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Zwei.
Yeah, like German too.
Oh, Zwei. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. If you'd been like German, idiot, I would have been like, oh! Zwei.
These are the only jobs we have left. We have to climb up by any means necessary, whatever it takes. You know my dream, right? To become one of the fingers of the back streets.
I'll admit, it's rare to see someone with a dream these days. Let's sell off these guts we've hauled first. We gotta prepare enough cash to offer the stray dogs.
True. This could be our chance to join an urban legend class syndicate. Alright, time to check out the
terminology.
harvest.
Jargon. Project Moon jargon, there's so much of it.
Interesting. Okay, so for me, that didn't
Yeah.
sound much like jargon to me. Like this term
Oh,
syndicate,
interesting.
I know what that
Yeah,
means,
syndicate,
right?
Yep.
An urban legend. What did he say?
Urban legend class syndicate.
To me, is like. I mean, you've heard of like urban legends. You know urban legends. That didn't read like an official thing to me. It read like a bunch of people being like, "These guys are legends," like, you know, the stuff of nightmares you tell your kids about type thing. You know,
Yeah.
like they have this huge reputation that's kind of beyond belief. You know, so not just legends, but like the idea of an urban legend to me evokes like Sasquatch, right?
Mhm.
Type thing where it's like something some people believe in, but they're not sure.
Yep.
So there's something mysterious about it. It's not just a legend. There's something like kind of unknowable. That's what it reads to me.
Yeah.
But
And-
you're
yeah.
saying it's actual jargon for the series.
It is like, yeah, terminology. It is a classification system.
That's really interesting. Okay. Did I already read this? I'll read it again. Alright, time to check out the harvest. Hey, is this a joke? You sure you scraped up the right stuff?
I told you, this guy didn't have a single proper organ inside of him.
God, just like me for real. I expected innards soaks in drugs like enkephalin at worst. Is there a better way to pronounce that you know of?
That's more or less how most people pronounce it.
Enkephalin, okay. These are damaged too badly. It's almost like somebody already blew them up. We only doused him with anesthetics. Didn't do no harm. I don't know about that. I have questions about that. Didn't do no harm. Alright. This doesn't make sense. How could he have even walked around with these messed up organs? That's what people ask me about my pancreas. Sorry. What if it's one of those, you know, rumors say there's a guy who's into skewers and threads people alive, turn them into dolls. That evokes the beginning of the cutscene. The like intro, there was this like it was almost looked like a tarot card, and I think it was Roland who was like a puppet in the tarot card. I don't know if that's related yet, but like I wonder. I'm interested in that. I'm intrigued. I've heard of that too, but look at the state of these things. Not the case at all. I hear those dolls are made by threading flesh and bones together, but this son of a bitch didn't have any scars or stitches showing outside. Now that I think about it, there was a round orange symbol on the back of his neck. Thought it was a tattoo at first, but he didn't seem like the type to have one. He was a desk-working dweeb. Symbols? Tattoos? Damn it, please don't tell me we poked the wrong beehive. That's you, brother.
Besides that... he also had this envelope in his body.
In his body? In his body?
In his body.
In his body? Oh god, okay. The hell is an envelope doing? That's what I said! Doing in a human body. This keeps getting worse. Give me that. An invitation to a library? What's this about? Books? We can get books from the library. What a bunch of nonsense.
It was a flop after all. The payment is due tomorrow.
Are you doing something else?
Yeah, sorry, I'm look. There's some notifications on the Discord. Just making sure everything's good there. We've got 7 hours to be exact. That's too little time for another run of gut harvesting.
We're heading to the library, as the invitation says. I don't know what this book thing is, but we're out of options. Gotta take any chance we get.
Isn't this just suicide? We don't know what kind of place it might be.
Can't be any worse than dying to the stray dogs or the Zvi Association. We're screwed anyway. Shut up and follow me if you want to live.
What was that we just saw?
Fragments of the invitation process. We can take a peek at the stories of our upcoming guests.
Didn't take you for a peeping Tom.
It's more convenient to know what kind of guests will visit us in advance, isn't it? Besides, this is the invitation's will, not mine.
That's a splendid thing you've got there, ma'am. Preys upon people and kidnaps them too. A perfect tool for crimes. Heck, if the invitation can do all that, why don't we just skip the whole reception part? Can't we just teleport them right into a room full of traps or something?
I cannot do that. We can only take a peek when it has decided that the guests are coming here of their own volition. And the invitation's power isn't wholly mine either. I'm simply borrowing it.
Yeah, no way anything can go so smoothly in the city.
They're desperate guests.
Tell me, was the invitation responsible for that symbol and internal damage as well?
What? Not a chance. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened. The invitation simply finds a way to those who need it.
That means those weird happenings were someone else's doing. I've never seen any kind of phenomenon back when I was a fixer. It's like something from the ruins.
The Library of Ruina?
Ruins?
I don't know a whole lot either. I only heard stories of it. Should I describe it as magic? That kind of stuff exists in the ruins, apparently.
In any case, we simply greet our guests. They seem to be low class, but oh well.
Those are probably a bunch of lowly gangsters from the back streets. We call them rats. Groups of half-assed thugs that barely qualify as a syndicate. They don't have money or power. They're losers who only think about making ends meet day by day.
Real loser behavior right there. When I see people trying to survive, losers, the lot of them. They should just be born into money and power.
Of course.
That's just what you do, obviously. Ignore the fact that I can't afford groceries every month. Anyway.
I think I looked at myself here.
It knows! They know!
The back streets.
Alright. Sorry.
I know of them.
You do?
Someone I know is from the back streets.
Well, that's nothing special, really. The back streets stretch all over the city like veins. Heck, it might actually be tougher to find someone who isn't from the back streets.
So, this is a library. Looks fancier than I thought.
Could be a bunch of valuable things here.
Greetings, dear guests. This is the library. And I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. You may find what you desire here, but you may also end up yielding your precious possessions to us.
You're the owner of this place? We're allowed to take whatever we want here, right?
Indeed, you may earn books to be exact. If you're able, of course.
Those books things really worth a lot, though?
Of course they can be, if the information they hold is valuable.
Dang gee, beggars can't be choosers. We gotta cling to anything we can find.
May you find your book in this place, then.
Okay. I'm noticing... I think that potentially playing the game that you made might be helpful here for me. Obviously, it's not going to be that helpful because I imagine a lot of things are different, but... I also feel like having played Slay the Spire is going to be helpful. So, let's see.
Yeah, there's not
Normal...
too many stuff that's similar to Slay the Spire, but...
Well, I mean, just the card designs are pretty similar. Why does it say normal, weak, fatal here?
Those are your weaknesses. So normal means normal, you take normal damage from slashing. Weak means you take 1.5 damage from that, so you're weak to pierce. And then fatal means you're taking twice as much.
But why does it say their resistances then?
I mean, it's your, resistance to it, which is, in this case, very not good.
Negative.
Yeah, negative. You have
So
negative
if I
dice.
had positive resistance to anything, would that also show up here?
Yeah, it would show up as resistant or endured.
Which none of these fuckers have either.
No.
So we're all weak as
Early
shit.
on, early on, you're weak as shit.
Okay.
Essentially, your normals are your resistances at this stage in the game.
This text describes the ability of the page, usually activated upon use. In combat, 3 types of offensive dice exist, each corresponding to a different damage type. Slash damage type, when an offensive die with this icon is played, slash damage type attack. Otherwise, playing an offensive die with the pierce icon. Offensive die with blunt icon. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The ability of an action die written on its right may activate when the target die is played based on its condition. Okay, let me read that again. The ability of an action die written on its right may activate when the die is played based on its condition. Most abilities activate when the attack hits or the die wins the clash
Essentially,
against the opposing die.
the way I describe it, so this is describing the abilities that are on the dice themselves. The dice are essentially how many hits you're doing with that skill. And the
Okay.
power of those hits. And you will see that your hits will clash with the enemy hits. It's not just going to be you attack unopposed or whatever. A lot of the times you will be defending yourself by attacking them harder.
Okay.
And you'll get a feel of that as it continues.
So, where Project Moon, is it a Korean company?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Because this was what, from 2014 or something?
No, I think it's a lot newer than that. I think it's, I think LobCorp might have been 2014. I think Ruina release date. I know
2021.
it came,
Entered early
no,
access on 2020. Interesting.
so it's pretty new.
So, would you say that the like art style of the UI here is pretty similar to what it was in Lobotomy Corp?
LobCorp, no. Not only is it a very different style, LobCorp was made as like a college project, so it did not have
okay.
anywhere near the quality of Ruina.
Because I'm about to expose myself a little bit here, so we'll see if if we make a highlight reel, if this ends up in it. But this UI specifically reminds me of the UI of another Korean game I've played, which is Mystic Messenger, which is a dating sim. Like even the way that the text is showing up and things like that, and it has a lot of visual novel aspects to it as well. And I've made a couple of my own visual novel like prototypes back when I knew Python better, and I've played a lot of visual novels. Some of that, like this, is very typical, I feel like, of visual novels, but it really, like, the color scheme also really reminds me of Mystic Messenger, I feel like. It just felt very familiar. During battle, using combat pages needs a resource called light. The amount of light a character currently has is indicated by the number of yellow icons above them. Okay. When the scene begins, press the spacebar to roll the dice.
Yep, so this will determine essentially the initiative order.
Okay, I just clicked someone's speech dialogue. Did that do anything?
Yeah. Hovering over the speech dialogue just gets rid of it. The speech dialogue isn't super important, but there's some fun little tidbits in there sometimes.
Okay. Well, I love fun little tidbits, so.
Yep.
A higher speed value offers the following advantages. If the enemy speed is lower than yours, you can redirect their attack to you. Characters with higher speed values will act first. Please select the speed dice on the librarian. Hand of combat pages, aka cards. Please select one of them.
Yep.
So
you
they
select-
do that, you do...
Yeah, so this,
They all
speed
seem to have the same damage type, which is stabbing.
Yep.
so I don't really need to worry about which of them I have to kill first.
Yep,
I
thankfully
also
with
only have
tutorials,
stabbing.
so they will just die.
Should I do a light attack?
So, yeah, any attack should do. It's more about learning the basics. So yeah,
Clicking the icon, you can toggle quick mode. Action dice are rolled automatically during battle, allowing combat to play out smoothly. Manually roll the action dice in each engagement by clicking or pressing space. You can automatically fill the library and speed dice
I've
with
never
combat
seen
with
anyone
hands.
turn off quick mode.
Well, I'm gonna keep it off for a minute.
Okay, fair enough.
Pressing a space bar or clicking the icon after the speed dice have been rolled.
Yep.
When only one of the two opposing characters says dice to play, a one-sided attack occurs. This happens when a character targets an enemy that isn't targeting them back. Only offensive dice are played in one-sided attacks. Defensive dice will be retained until the scene ends or an enemy attempts a one-sided attack. When both characters in engagement have dice to play, a clash occurs. This usually occurs when the speed dice of the two character target.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if two attacks go into each other, they will start clashing.
That's it. Okay.
Yep.
In a clash, the result of actions are determined by comparing their rolls. Defensive dice can only deal damage equal to the roll by winning the clash. Interactions between defensive dice also follow the rules on the next page.
Block dice block attacks, and if they win, you kind of stagger the opponent a bit. And then evade dice, unlike they just keep going if they win, so you can evade everything.
Yeah, I don't know why I would have this on. Immediately turns it off.
Yeah.
Or turns it on, I guess. So otherwise you're just, like, spamming spacebar. I don't know.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
It's good if you want to get a exact play-by-play of what's happening, but generally you don't need that.
Okay. I just
Alright,
go,
so-
right?
Yep. Now you roll the initiative again, and you figure out who you're targeting next. So yeah, you're essentially eventually you will have multiple action slots, which is why the UI is like that, where you're choosing the action slot to use, and then choosing your card, then choosing your target.
Wait, I'm choosing an action slot to use? What do you...
Yes, when you click on the little thing above their head.
Oh, okay. Yo, get fucked. I knew I shouldn't have come here. It's too unfair to us. Told you it was a bad idea. Shouldn't get agitated no matter how tense the situation might be. Roland is a cool cucumber. Taking physical damage will decrease the character's HP, indicated by the red gauge. When the HP of a librarian or guest is brought down to 0, they will die. Guests who meet their demise in the library will be resolved into books. Book of Rats. Obtained. The higher the guest's emotion level was, the more likely they are to yield books in greater quantity or quality upon death. Even if the librarian dies during combat, they will rise again once the reception is over. Okay.
Yep, so you can throw your guys at the enemy and get them killed as long as you win. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Yep. Whoopsie daisy, you got the achievement!
Yippee! Oh, that's not ideal. I'm gonna...
Yeah, everyone does that at some point.
I didn't realize it was time for me to click on, Oh, I can
Yep.
do 2 now.
Oh, no. You will only be able to do 2. That's just letting you change which one you're using. You will see when you can do 2, because you will have 2 slots above your head.
Oh. Okay, well, I still wanted to do that, so...
Yep. This is
I really
not
didn't want to
the
meet such
game.
an awkward end. Heart's still pounding. I have to click.
You're
I have to
up,
click.
Pete.
I have to click. Well, I mean, this one-shot the last guy, so... I'm not sure how concerned I need to be about my crap yet. Guess I was just a fool who dreamed too big. Oh, I didn't get to read, what's his face thing. It was something about Miss Librarian Director. I wanted to hear that. Curtain call for the reception of rats. When curtain call for the reception of rats. You can check the books you have obtained from the reception here. If you have failed the reception, this part will show the books you have lost instead. You can check the battle symbols your librarians have obtained from the reception here.
Yeah, so basically you get little accessories from doing certain achievements.
Okay, curtains closed. I wonder, is it so important for them to belong to a renowned syndicate?
It's all part of the city life. You have to belong to a group, be it a syndicate or anything else. Living in the city gets too tough otherwise.
Ah! You can now select the floor of general works during reception. New assignment has been added.
Alright.
Pleasure to burn. In this section, you can burn the books that you have obtained. Why would I want to do that?
So this...
What lies in the page? You can see what the books in your possession have to offer before burning them. These books are also used for inviting the guests of subsequent episodes, so it is recommended to keep at least one copy in your possession.
So...
Oh, okay, I get their,
Yep.
their stuff. You can check,
You steal their powers.
press the relevant button in burning your books. You can burn up to... I probably want to burn, like, I have 9 of them, right? Oh, it'll only let me burn 1 right now.
Yep.
Extraction of Secret Worlds. Burn a book for the first time. This goes against everything in me as a book lover. When you burn books on a floor, you'll see a lovely animation of floor's color, and you may randomly obtain pages with that book. Burning the book yields different pages each time based on chance. There are 2 types of pages you may acquire, key pages and combat pages. Constitute a librarian's physique. They serve as equipment. Combat pages are the cards and techniques used by the librarians in battle. Okay.
Yep. So you can take their drip and you can take their moves.
Cool. Pages of higher grade are more powerful, although rare to acquire when burning books. Also, key pages have a set limit on how many can be owned at once, which depends on rarity. Okay. So what, I just look like them, or can they actually, like, fight for me?
You'll wear their outfit and you will gain their passives if they have any.
Okay. So
now
wait.
You want to burn a couple more so you can get the full collection.
Oh, I see. So these, like, 2 out of 3 are the ones that I already have.
Sort of, yeah.
Like, I
It's
have
a little
one
more
and then I could get
complicated
3.
than that, but yeah.
Okay, so I'll burn down to 5. Does that work?
Yeah, you don't need too many of these. They are the rats. They are the tutorial enemies. Woo. So many.
So are these... Is purple a higher rarity?
Yes.
Green, then blue, then
Purple.
purple?
Yeah. And then yellow is the final, but that's only for special cards.
Okay. Should I burn more?
I think you're good at this point.
Okay.
They don't have many good things to really care about, so...
The library. Combat page list.
Yep, so this is where you... If you click on Roland up there,
Oh,
this is
okay.
where you change his deck.
Okay, so this is where I need to know about that whole light thing, right? Because, like, I don't want to fill my deck with only 3
Yeah.
things. 3-star things. Right?
Yep, because then you will not be able to actually attack.
Do you get, like, a specific amount of light each turn?
So it is 1 light each turn by default. However, as the battle progresses, you will essentially reach different, they call them emotion levels. And every emotion level, you get more max light. Your light is completely refreshed, and
So I start with
and
4.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, you start with 3.
I start with 3. So I put an evade in here because that way it's a 0 cost, so I can still do something when if I don't have any.
Yep.
I could do a light attack and a light defense. Bite off. Are the cards that I got gonna be better than these cards?
Marginally.
Okay, so instead of, like, light attack, I might do bite off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see the numbers.
Skitter away. We'll do a skitter away instead of a light defense. Oh, but light defense has a shield instead of just a weird zigzag.
Yeah, evade.
Should I take one of those too, then?
It is up to you, ultimately, but
Okay.
it can be useful.
Charge and cover. I'll take Rat's Guide to Survival instead. We'll do 2. Or maybe 1. Okay, I have 1 more slot. What do I take? I should take another full damage dealer, shouldn't I? Because I only have 2.
Yeah, probably just.
Focus strike, or should I go like light attack? Or backstreet stash?
At this point, your light isn't. Actually, yeah, light attack probably.
I mean, I could take another focus strike, but... Or
Yeah,
bite off. I could take another bite off.
I think 2-3 costs are fine at this point. Yeah.
Should I take a... Okay, I forgot. Bite off is an option. Backstreet stash. I don't have a backstreet stash.
Yeah, you could do that.
Bleed, So this inflicts 1 to 8 bleed, this inflicts 1 to 4 bleed, and...
No.
No.
It inflicts 1 bleed with a power of 1 to 4 on that die.
I actually probably want this one then, because that inflicts 2 1 to 4s, which means that minimum I get 2, whereas this one is 1 to 8,
Yeah.
so minimum I get
I mean,
1.
It depends on the power of what you're clashing into, because that one will be better against this clashing against another big strike. It'll just generate fire. Yeah,
So
you have
maybe
to
I
keep
do
in
want
mind what
that.
the enemy's doing as well,
Okay.
because you are going to be clashing into the enemy's skill.
Key page. Okay. Invitation? Is that where I go next?
Yep. And then you've done the rats now.
So I go
move
to
on.
question mark. Okay.
Yep.
Book of Rats.
Yep.
It doesn't
So,
have any
yeah.
units here. Oh, it's because I haven't actually Book of Rats it.
Then yeah, you don't know the units yet that you'll be
Oh.
facing until we go into the story.
Okay. That
That's
makes
why
sense.
it's all question marks. So send invitation, stamp it.
Foiled again. Oh,
That's, I believe, the generic lady in the center.
this is the person that we
Yeah, that's the only real person. These two are just generics.
smudges.
Yep.
I like this style of generics though. It's
Yeah.
not like a silhouette with a question mark or anything. Like it almost, the way that they've done it, especially because of it matches the style of the background really well. The way that they've done it kind of makes it seem like it's a shadowy silhouette in the city, you know?
Yeah.
So it feels a little bit less like, oh, you didn't have the budget for this than I think I've seen for a lot of like generic character types. It fits in a little bit more, I think. Foiled again. I didn't go through all the trouble becoming a fixer to do mundane chores like this. You can do
You know how it is. Only a select few get to rise up in the ranks.
Do you want this to be you? You've only got 2 voices, I've got 3.
Okay, yeah. But still, we might see the light one day if we start out with smaller tasks, don't you think? I envy your optimism, Finn. But a request like, please find my lost cat before night falls, is seriously not it. Garbage offices get garbage requests.
Yeah, Finn, you'd probably have had better things in mind when you became a fixer. You know, a bigger field to play on.
I think we've actually got the dudes mixed up. Oh well, whatever.
Oh, you think that the pale one is... Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Because when Finn's talking, they're both dark.
yep.
Interesting. Well, whatever.
I'm
Doesn't really
sure-
matter. Gender is a myth.
Yeah, Project Moon is actually, you'll see some very ambiguous characters.
I love that. I love that.
Huh?
And that's... Well, I mean, it's not unusual for Korean companies, I think, in a lot of ways. But it is generally... I think a lot of East Asian countries are not quite as progressive in that way compared to a lot of places. I'd love to say compared to America, but right now...
I'm
Anyway.
sure I can move into a nicer office or become an associate fixer someday if I keep working hard. Then I might... That's odd. There's this envelope in my pocket. It says, the invitation. Smells fishy.
I was Fixer one before, but okay.
Yeah.
Can't overlook
They-
something like this.
Yep.
Besides, what if what's written on the invitation is true? Those books would be of interest to several associations. I think the cat left my room, so I'm going to close my door so I don't bother my roommates. Hold on.
Alright.
Okay, I'm back. That was you, or this is me. Besides, what's written on the invitations is true. Those books would be of interest to several associations.
It is interesting, but we don't exactly know what's in the library, right? We should report this to the office first and take care of it formally. I ain't about to feed a garbage office that won't feed me. We're going first if you don't wanna.
They called themselves Fixers. Do you happen to be friends with them?
What? Look, assuming all Fixers know each other is... It's like picking two random pedestrians and hoping they know each other. Your question is basically asking these two strangers, you're both humans, so you must know each other, right? You get what I mean?
I should expect to see many different kinds of Fixers if what you're saying is true.
Pretty much.
As the battle progresses, the emotional tension of the librarians and guests will be heightened. Positive emotion points of blue, gained upon winning a clash or having advantages in battle. Gained upon losing a clash or suffering disadvantages in battle. As the emotional level of characters rise, the overall emotion of the teams they belong to will be heightened. When your team's emotional level goes up, you may choose an abnormality page to use at the beginning of the next scene.
Yeah, well, that doesn't actually come up in this fight, but that'll come up later. So, this is just generics. You can wail on him. Practice how the targeting and stuff works.
They have 10 HP. I start with 3 light.
So you can see what you're clashing into. So, you can see, like, your slash die will clash with their evade die. And then your blunt die will clash with their block die. And then their slash die will go unopposed.
Oh. So if I did this, then I would do it for all of them.
Yes.
But I would...
Yeah, so you can choose whether you want to take the attacks, or whether you want to focus on defending. Yeah, you can try and just bum rush them before they can actually hit you, or you can...
This guy's
try
only
and
doing
play-
an evade. I'm gonna get him first, I guess.
Oh no! You evaded all your attacks.
Uh-oh. How did that happen?
The evade gets reused if it wins.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that this game doesn't explain well. I'm trying to, you know, teach it to you without being overwhelming.
Is evade the only one that does that, or is it for all of them?
Well, there are others that can, but they're special cases. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Boom. And you will see there is the red health bar, and there is the yellow stagger bar. When the stagger bar goes down, they're stunned for a turn.
Okay.
So that's a card that can just kill someone at this stage of the game, Gut Harvesting. So if you want to go all in on the offensive, that's your best bet.
Not yet, I think. You're mostly defending. You're also mostly defending. Maybe I do want to do that right now, actually.
You were dead. No big surprise. And then there was one.
What are you doing this turn? You're doing that. Okay.
Apparently these guys were not weakened when the game first came out, so it was literally a 2v1 with the enemies being as strong as you were.
Oh, rip.
I am very glad that I did not play this game on release.
Light defense. Guide to survival. I don't think I need to do that. Sure. I don't know why I'm doing this, but... Stagger guess by deflecting. I got a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you block more than the enemy can handle, they will start to get staggered. So
Okay.
blocking is proactive in a way.
Okay. Okay. Attacks with stagger damage will reduce charge stagger first. Hit 0. See failed damage from all forms of attack. Cannot attack for the rest of the current and next scene. Cannot restore light at the beginning of the next scene. Cannot drop pages at the beginning of the next scene. Okay.
Oh, I forgot you regain light after staggering an opponent.
Huh. Okay, so I wanna... How do I... Oh, there we go. Nice.
Boom.
Curtain call for the reception of Yun's office fixers. I feel kind of bad.
What?
Book of
Feeling
Grade 9
bad
fixer.
about a battle in Ruina? Never.
Curtains closed. Yep. Part
And
2.
Part 2.
Book of a Grade 9 fixer.
Lock that in. Send the invitation out.
Sir, they still... Oh, that's you.
Sir, they still haven't responded back to us. Something must have happened in that library.
Plenty of fixers disappear without a trace. Whether they died or ran off, lack of further response means a violation of contract, and they're facing expulsion from my office. And there is too little evidence to back up your claim about this invitation. A door appeared out of thin air when they signed the paper, and they disappeared into that. Could be rich people's shenanigans, or a wing experimenting with its singularity. Yun's office does not have any time to spare with things like that.
I might still be a grade 9 fixer, but I can sense that something's off about this.
Oh, really? How tragic that such good instincts of a grade 9 fixer are so wasted on our humble office.
Ugh.
Listen up, little frog in the well. In this city, insane events happen every second of the day, most of which you haven't even heard of. You won't have time to be feeling off about something when there's numerous other things that need your attention. If you can't present visible evidence right now, it's not worth looking into.
What about that envelope right in front of you, operator?
What? You little brat, trying to pull a cheap trick on me?
I didn't do anything, I swear.
Get out for a moment. Hey, this is Yun's office. Got a good lead this time. Lend me some cash so I can hire a few. No, seriously, I have a good feeling about this. True, it can end up failing like you said. I can check just one more time if you want. I'm not exactly fond of this method, but... Yep, I have one guy fit for the job. It seems fixers must report to their office before they can even begin working.
Well, that's formally the case. I could bypass that since I ran a one-man office, though. Fixers aren't any better than syndicates when it comes to greed. And it looks like this guy is trying to exploit a naive kid, too. So this is the library. Yeah, Yun said we might even get a sponsorship from an association if I succeed. I'll do my best.
Greetings, Fixer. I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake.
Hello, I'm Finn, a fixer at Yoon's office. Is it true that I can find books containing lots of information in this place?
Yes, of course. You were given the invitation for that exact reason. May you find your book in this place. And now we kill him.
Yeah!
Okay.
It's my boy!
So do we ever see the people that we fight again?
Not really.
That's sad. What if they're nice? I'm afraid, but I want to win. Oh, baby.
Kill the child.
No! What is he doing? Oh, he's got preparation. I wish there was a way that I could keep that up while I'm looking at my own cards.
I think you can. I think it's right click.
Oh yeah, look at that. I'm really sorry, child.
Oh. Immediately staggered.
Oh god. This poor child.
He's like 20.
This is a child, what do you mean?
He knew what he signed up for. Oh my god, he is so small. What the fuck?
I didn't want to die like this. What the hell? He can't say that. That's
He's a
so...
short guy, but he has to canonically be at least 20. So, he's
This
just
guy
very
is exactly 20. He's exactly 20.
small. Yeah.
Or he lied about his age. I don't know. I'm so sad.
Curtains closed. Oh boy.
Did I miss something? No. Okay.
No. It's not all that delightful to see such a young rookie fall like that, all things considered.
Yeah. You said yourself that our way is quite polite and fair before, didn't you? That most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. The library is different. People who enter this place have agreed to risk death to gain what they want. They even signed the paper to show such agreement. No coercion or compulsion is involved in this process. They make their own choice and pay accordingly. Oh, that's you.
Well, yeah, fair point. But it still kind of feels dirty in a way.
Yeah, you're still murdering people. Each floor will present you with a set of assignments. Upon completing the assignments, will unlock an abnormality battle. The assignments are completed for a floor. A battle against an abnormality will become available. Raise the floor's realization level. This is the library's current hazard level as perceived by the city. Raising the realization level of each floor will increase the library's presence as a threat. Library's hazard level will rise once the gauge is filled.
So that's essentially saying what chapter of the game you're in. Complete more story missions to unlock the next big chapter. Eventually, that'll matter, but
Okay,
right now
so
the game's...
Ah!
Oh, yeah. The jump cuts in this game are crazy.
You seem to be doing your job meekly and well for someone who complained so much.
What else did you expect after greeting me in such a violent manner? Heck, I was shocked hard. I find myself in the middle of nowhere, and the first person I meet blows off my limbs. I was lost at first, but I get the gist of receiving guests now that I've tried it a few times. Though I do still have a complaint.
Complaint?
Sheesh, man, again with that stare. Can't say a thing.
Just tell me what you mean.
I mean, well, it's kind of tough to receive all the guests alone. Guests arriving one by one I can deal with, but when a whole group enters, the first thing that comes to mind is, how the hell am I supposed to fight all of them? There's gotta be a point where one person is no longer enough, right? It's only working right now because all we've been facing were minor syndicates and stuff. And the whole fuss about heightening emotions, you said I can't just kill the guests right away because of that. What's that odd face hinting at?
There is a way, technically speaking, though I'm not certain if it's for the best.
You're gonna join in the fights yourself?
No, there are entities that could be of help, however.
Those entities are...
The beings that used to wield tremendous strength and power, but are now too transient to maintain a physical form, hardly holding on to existence.
I don't remember seeing any living beings in this library other than you and me.
They're asleep inside books, where the perfect environment for them is simulated, along with librarians who will be of assistance to you.
Librarians? Entities inside books?
That's all you need to know about them for now. What matters more is that they can be useful for the library's growth.
Alright, let's say that's the case. How are those sleeping entities supposed to help us, exactly?
You have to enter their books and free the librarians trapped within. I believe they're under the influence of the abnormality's powers for various reasons. Since they're highly unstable, they won't easily trust us.
You're basically saying they'll take us for invaders.
Correct. If you can overcome all ordeals presented by them, they will come to accept you.
Instructions still unclear, ma'am. You said they're as mighty as wet paper now. You sure they can give any help?
We are not making the abnormalities receive guests for us. If they can be understood and accepted, they will empower the librarians, directly or indirectly.
Still too ambiguous, I gotta say. Anyhow, what you're saying is that they'll present us with ordeals, basically, and we have to overcome them to earn their recognition and borrow their powers. Entering books. Sounds like something out of a fairy tale.
We'll need their power to heighten the emotions of our guests to the peak, after all. I wish you success in there.
Sure. Anything you say, ma'am.
Will you enter the Book of Bloodbath? Yeah. Let's fucking do it. The fuck?
Bloodbath.
Oh, okay. 1.5, 1 to 5 less damage from slash attacks. Lose 3 speed. Boost the max value of block dice by 3. Click on an opposing character. Angela's right. This place is bizarre. There are creepy looking blood clots all over the place too. Great. Okay. From slash attacks. Ooh. I have oh. That's blunt, right? This
Yep.
guy does slash.
Yep. And the
That's
other one's
pierce.
So if this guy's going in with a bunch of little blocks, what do you think you'll need to beat that?
Either greater blocks or
Or maybe a single large attack that could pierce through the
Yeah.
death block? Because the blocks don't combine. Any blocks that aren't used are wasted.
I'm just worried that it's wasted. It
Any-
doesn't
yeah,
stagger
any
me.
blocks- Yep, it won't.
Okay, that was my concern.
Yep, the blocks only come into play if they have something to clash
A knife
against.
driven by a vaguely aroused will doesn't have to what it takes to end a life.
Yep,
Huh?
so the little words popping up are essentially the abnormality's thoughts and the story around the abnormality. Each abnormality kind of represents a concept or a story or
You're pretty
just some idea brought to life. So Bloodbath is a bathtub full of blood, and you can take a guess as to what that represents.
A bloodbath?
Yeah.
Why can't I go?
You should be able to, if you press space.
I did, but it's not. Bars of marks of failure.
Try clicking on the dude again.
Oh,
Okay, it's trying to do a tutorial.
when you observe a character, you can also check their. Yeah, okay. I already did that. There we go. Oh, I rolled a 2.
Yep.
How many more
Hey, better than
failures?
alone. Oh, it's just not using anything? Okay. I didn't think... I guess it doesn't... Alright, yeah. I forgot he does... Oh, no, he does have the page. It was just minimized. So it's the same thing.
That's probably pretty good. Oh, but because we both defended, I did get staggered a little bit. Okay. Ooh, I don't want 3 paralysis. Ooh. So if we clash with fighting... Oh, but he takes 50% from slash, which this is almost all slash. Okay.
Nice. And now, he is fatal to everything.
Yippee. That should be enough damage.
Possibly. His passive does still go into effect, but
Oh.
he should still be taking some damage regardless. Oh, wait, what? Wow, that was a lot less than I thought it would do,
Yeah.
even with the passive in effect. I guess maybe the reduction counts before the multiplication?
I might have low rolled too.
Yeah.
That's also all slash. What are you doing?
Yeah, the game gives you a lot of good slash cards.
Fucking rude. I'm just gonna have to tank the damage, I think. Okay. I mean, if I don't do anything, it just passes my turn, right?
It does, yeah.
And
If
he's
you
not doing
prefer to
anything.
just wait. Yeah.
Get fucked.
Ooh. Low roll. Uh-oh. That's paralysis.
Oh, am I paralyzed?
Yeah, what exactly does it do again in Ruina? I'm not super
For the duration of the
familiar.
scene, whenever players play up to 3 random dice on it, have their maximum roll value reduced by 3. That's really
Okay.
bad
Yeah,
for me,
that's
because
pretty
I'm
bad.
low rolling like hell.
Yeah, it might be good to go in for a gut harvesting to protect yourself.
Okay.
That'll still be at least able to win. Nice. Perfectly clutch.
Bite off.
I think Dirty Blow might work well.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Ooh.
Oh, I'm about to get staggered.
Yeah. What is he going in with? I think evades. Yeah, skitter away, because evade, if it works, regains your stagger.
Okay.
Okay, okay, okay. And there we go.
Guess I should be thankful that the monster was weaker than it used to be. Expression of Bloodbath complete. That's crazy. One assistant librarian's awoken. You now have access to new rarity page and demotion of a thresh home, creature of a two. New assignment's been added.
Okay, so these are something that will come into play in the middle of battle. At the start of a round, you will get some options for which one you want to pick, and then you can give them to your allies. Most of them are ongoing. You'll see like single ally, you can choose who gets that effect. Some of them have downsides. So,
Yeah, like this one has a downside. Okay.
and now you have an assistant librarian. So
Delaney.
The assistants are just generics, they are not characters within the story, but you can modify them however you want. You can change their appearance, their name.
Nice.
So you can randomize a name or pick one yourself. Oh! It's me!
Mario.
Woo!
It's you.
There we go. Yeah. You probably don't want to customize every librarian, because you will get about 50 of them.
Well, the next one's gonna be me, so
Honestly, I'd recommend...
I'll customize a few.
Yeah, because this that you get right here is one floor that you get out of, like, 12. So I recommend having, like, 1 or 2 custom librarians per floor, because if you customize all of them, that's,
Send invite. Finn has failed as expected. He wasn't going to last too long anyway. He was just mediocre. He should have gotten a decent modification surgery, or had enough talent to make up for his lack of experience. But he didn't have any of that. He was nothing more than an overconfident brat.
too bad. I kinda liked his affable and cutesy attitude. Though, I agree, he was bound to die sooner or later.
Congratulations, by the way. You must have more options now that you're a grade 8 fixer.
Yep, so you'd better be careful if you don't pay me well enough. I might move to another office. Heard that you're barely covering your own taxes these days, let alone the monthly rent for this office space. Am I wrong?
I believe the case I had Finn handle could make a breakthrough.
You mean the library and the invitation you talked about earlier? But you said the invitation appears randomly, no? How are you going to get another one?
I wouldn't have called you if I didn't have certainty. I recently received another invitation.
Is that so?
The existence of our office depends on this case. The library is sure to be profitable. I have a hunch, so we're giving it everything we have.
Alright, let's roll in some dough. I just bought this lovely thing here from a workshop, too.
These guests seem quite determined. We should prepare accordingly.
A whole office coming at us, huh? It may be a small and insignificant one, but it could prove to be a little tough for the library right now. What if they make it all the right way to your room?
The guests cannot act outside of the space we've prepared for them. It's how this place works. After all, this space is created with limitless power. Yet you somehow jumped right into my room when you weren't even invited. Anyways, I'm capable of protecting myself, so there's nothing for you to worry about. Greetings, dear guests. You must be the owner of this place.
He doesn't even look that strong.
Finn must have been here earlier. What happened to him? Ah, that one has become a book.
I see, so you turn into a book if you die here.
Acting all sentimental when you were the one who sent him here knowing he'd fail? Shut up. We all get exploited and abandoned at some point in our lives. May you find your book in this place. Two more randos.
2 more randos, and then the next act will be the actual people. So, multiple fights in one little bit.
Okay. Oh!
Oh. Oh no! Back into it. Oh. Skip.
My bad.
Again.
Yeah,
We
this
should be.
should be fine. As the emotion levels of characters rise, the overall emotion levels of the teams they belong to will be heightened as well. When your team's emotion level goes up, you may choose an abnormality page to use at the beginning of the next scene. Awakening and Breakdown. Awakening pages typically purely beneficial. Drawbacks. Different set of abnormality pages to choose from. The likelihood of each type of page being presented depends on the ratio of positive to negative emotion points that the team has built up. Okay. Said it'll come aid us soon, so let's stay alive until then. Guys, I don't think I could take a punch. Tremble in the internal pits of fear. Felt like throwing a cool one-liner. Okay. So I probably want to target this guy, right? With you.
Probably a good idea.
And I want to prolong the fight a little bit, right?
Well, yeah. Though these guys, you don't need to worry about. You've already got their stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna change what I'm doing here, and instead... What are you doing again? You're doing a dodge and strike too. Preparation. So I don't want him to clash win. Normal week. Okay, sure. Okay. Single ally after 3 successful attacks on the same target. Deal 3 to 10 bonus stagger damage. Resets upon attacking a different target. Many hands float in the bath. They are the hands of the people I once loved. Feeling bad about killing a Project Moon game? Shocking. You're using a wallop.
Keep in mind, so you see, I'm the one who went to clashing her instead.
Yeah.
It redirected it to me. So,
Oh. Is that because of the speed thing?
yes, because your speed was higher, you were able to redirect. The last one to target a thing redirects unless it's too slow to do so.
Okay. I don't fully understand that yet, but...
And
Okay. So it redirected to you because your speed was higher?
yes, because my speed was able to redirect. It was high enough.
Okay.
So it's not about who has the highest speed among your allies. It's just if their speed is higher, they will be the one to clash if they were assigned last.
Okay. Okay. So I need to be careful about that. So this one I want to try and prolong the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Without dying. That's an interesting game mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this guy's gonna attack first. He's using a dodge and strike on you. I'll use... Ooh. I want to prolong the fight though, don't I? I'm still gonna do it. He's got 22 health. It should be okay. You're using thrust. I don't really want that actually right now. I probably want to save that. Pale hands. Through 3 successful attacks on the same target, deal 3 to 10 bonus stagger damage. So this guy is his current emotion coins. That's what I wanted them to build up.
Yep, well, you want the emotion level to build up. As that meter fills up, it'll go to the next rank and then reset.
Emotion level 1, emotion level 0. Okay. And we're at emotion level 2 and 2. Okay. Oh dear. That's not good. What are you doing here? Ooh. I did way more damage than I was trying to do. How much do you have left? You have 16. I might sacrifice some of your health here, buddy. Because I want to keep her alive, don't I?
Yeah. Actually, I think they might have capped out on their emotion. Not entirely sure.
Well, it says their team emotion levels here, right? And this one's my team?
Yeah. It's just, I think the limits are weird based on when you are in the game.
Oh, okay. I wish there was a better way to tell. Ooh, you have fun cards. I'm gonna try and kill you. I guess then I'll just try and finish this, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. There he goes. Book of Yun obtained. I've lost? How disgraceful. The reception of Yun's office. I only got a single emotion level bonus. Oh, but Roland got headwear. Woo! 2% chance to boost stagger damage of each type by 1. Curtains closed. Excellent. This guest named Yun could make an especially valuable book for us.
They're all like moths diving into flames. That Yoon guy seemed like a clever sort, but even he ended up blindly jumping into the fire to get what he wanted.
Once you've had a taste of desire, it comes like an unstoppable wave. It's a quote I heard a long time ago. But is that desire true to one's heart?
Well, aren't you funny? You said you despise roundabout speech, and now you're being all poetic. 10 out of 10 delivery. A certain librarian I know would have taken an arm and a leg off if she heard that.
Get back to sorting books.
Oh, okay.
Angela said we really got another floor to the library. Hey there, my name's Roland.
Hmm?
I think, based on how I know the conversations tend to go, I think you should probably take her.
Okay. I view her voice as being, like, kind of high-pitched and sharp.
Yeah. You can turn the sound on if you want to.
And I can see what they did with it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Options, voice.
And then if you go to the log, which is, yeah, you should be able to replay the voice.
난 아직도 용서할 수 없어. 엔젤라, 넌
I see. Okay. Oh, Angela, I thought we were already done with that topic. You simply need to cooperate without complaint. That was the deal, remember? And try to appreciate that fleshy body of yours you've finally earned back. Did you really think you can make me happy just by giving me a human body? Don't forget, I still don't agree with you. As you wish.
Damn, that was tense.
Hello there. I'm the patron librarian in charge of the floor of history. Malkuth.
You seem lively at least. What was going on just now?
I have some unfinished business with Angela. You probably heard bits of it, but I have no choice to follow her orders, no matter how I feel.
I'm in the same shoes as yours, though we seem to have ended up here for different reasons. So what can I do for you?
You can bring me some books, Roland. Since I'm in charge of the floor of history, I'll be sorting the books you bring and collecting those that are about history. Us librarians will then read the collected books, gradually making our floors whole and completing the library itself as an extension. And we'll naturally get to unlock more floors and awaken their patron librarians in that process.
So the other librarians are asleep for now?
Yep, they are.
I get the gist of it. You're surprisingly bright for someone who is so upset moments ago, by the way. I was kinda worried I might have to endure some of that wrath.
I can't let my personal affairs get in the way of work now. I still have my problems with Angela, but it's not like getting mad about it will do me any good. I've got my own reasons to do my best with this work, too.
Okay then, let's give it our best shot.
Yeah. You can now select the floor of history during reception. Patron librarian has awoken. New assignment has been added. Okay. Keter, Malkuth. More floors will be unlocked when new conditions are met. New librarians are shown to the floors. Oh. You can view the information on the newly opened floor here. You can check the librarians, floor assignments, and abnormalities page.
So, you're essentially choosing which floor you want to use each time. Unfortunately, one thing I don't like about this game is that how many librarians you have on each floor will vary dramatically for most of the game. So unfortunately, you will mostly be stuck with the Keter floor for now.
Okay, because I assume I have to unlock more librarians for this floor.
Yeah.
What's surprising to me is that Roland isn't in this floor. Like,
Nope,
why can't I play as him?
Nope, each floor has their own set of librarians. So that's why I was talking about you don't want to customize everyone, because every floor has a roster of librarians itself.
I'm going to make a version of you for every floor.
Oh god, no.
Well, it's okay. I've already done it once, so I can just whip them
You can
out.
probably,
You know?
I think you can copy and paste stuff, so that actually probably isn't the worst idea.
It would be great.
But you will have to unlock the other me. Yeah, if we're doing copies, then I have a specific character I think people would like to see at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's for later. That's for once me and you have been created.
Invitation. Okay, so there is another one here.
So I think
What
this is a
floor
good
am I on?
point
Malkuth,
to.
Keter? Okay.
I think this is a good point to ask your opinions on the game in general so far.
I think that there's definitely some UI issues.
Yeah, it's a very unique system in everything that it does, and it makes it hard to figure out.
Yeah, I think like if they had honestly, it says that they had early access, so I wonder why this is the way it was, but like play testers or something like that who know games really well to just kind of go through it and be like, this was confusing, this wasn't. Although there is always the possibility, because this is a foreign game company, that they just operate in a different way. So it's entirely possible that somebody who's like a native Korean might be far less confused with certain UI choices because they're familiar with it, right? Like,
Yep.
UI is going to have a visual lexicon all in its own. You know, for example, one thing that can change, this probably wouldn't change for Korean because I'm pretty sure you still read Korean right to left, but like in some countries where you read left to right, no. In Korean you read left to right and not right to left. But I think Arabic you read right to left, or Hebrew or something. And obviously, like, I think Chinese is vertical most of the time. I mean, that's probably changed some now with some things, but when you have like different ways that people are inclined to read, the visual significance of different elements on the screen would be different. So for example, as an English speaker, the first thing I'm going to look at is the invitation up here, because I read from left to right. And so I'm used to scanning pages like this, right? Whereas somebody who is from a culture where you typically read right to left, the first thing they would look at is over here, right? And they would start looking at this. So there's going to be different visual weights which could affect UI decisions. So like I'm hesitant to say that it's a problem, right? Because it could just be a localization issue. Mm-hmm. And I don't know enough about the reception in Korea or other countries that might have similar localization stuff to know for sure. I imagine you didn't ask me that just for like a visual perspective though. In terms of the story, I think it's interesting so far. I think one thing that is interesting to me already is the fact that Malkuth is the name of this floor?
Floor and the person, yes.
Floor of history, Malkuth. But Keter, this is not Keter. Angela is not Keter. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on there? I'm confused. And whenever there's something that's a little bit confusing, it makes me want to find it figured out. So I don't know if that's actually like an intentional detail that is there, but it is interesting to me. I already told you I like the art style a lot. I like this as well. This to me feels kind of like Mount Olympus vibes, right?
Yeah.
Also, of course, I can't deny the similarity here between this and the Persona series. And some of the things in the Persona series, like I don't know if it was Persona 3 or Persona 5, but like one of them has named regions like this. I think it might have been Persona 3.
Yeah.
And I feel like they were laid out in a very similar way but instead of going down, you would go up. Which is also interesting because like I would have expected us to be starting on the ground floor. But I guess we're not starting on the ground floor.
No.
Credenza, still don't know what that is. Burn Books, Book of Airy. Oh, it only gave me one.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do that fight again, yeah?
Roro. Possibly, if you want the stuff. I will say you can easily skip it at this point in the game again.
Okay. Yeah.
But there is a no grind mod we can install at some point if it gets too tiring, but
yeah. Oh, and you can also change floors up here. Which is interesting. I mean, do you want to ask me a more specific question?
yeah. I think I don't have any like strong questions because the pacing of the early game is very slow. I will say
Mhm.
it picks up.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this with no knowledge of Lobotomy Corporation, or not really much knowledge of Lobotomy Corporation, I think they've done a good job with their world building so far,
Yeah,
even like as a standalone.
yeah.
I love it, honestly. I'm a huge fan of this type of like,
Throw into the middle sort of thing.
yeah, well, I mean, first of all, that's just a great way to hook a reader or a player or whatever. But also, I mean more like the actual content of the world that they've built, you know, where it's like this kind of cutthroat place and a lot of people are very
Yeah.
flippant about death and things like that. I obviously think that's really interesting to see characters navigate that space. I am wondering how much we're going to get to see that, because I presume most of this game takes place in the library.
Yep.
So we're not going to see the streets that Roland is familiar with quite as much.
Yeah. I will say, just to set expectations, you do get to see. This is basically taking little bits and snippets from the city. Limbus Company gives you more of a boots on the ground perspective.
Yeah,
And then there are also some there are 2 novels that give you also a good street level perspective.
I'll
But
be honest,
I will
though.
say, one of the things I wish they did was a lot more just grounded street level perspective. I think
In this game,
the writer / director of this game really likes his world building, but that can often come at the detriment of knowing what it's like for an individual person to be in the city, rather than looking at people who are involved in all these different big plots going on.
yeah.
Uh.
So far, I kind of do like how we've only seen these snippets of the city, because it, you know, I mean, there's a principle in writing and in, you know, art to a degree, and a lot of different creative outlets of, if you don't want to give your reader too much, right?
Yeah.
Because if you do, then all of their questions are going to be answered and they're done with it, right? They're bored. You want to give them enough that they keep looking for more.
Yeah.
And you want to give them enough that they can fill in the blanks. And that's why people have headcanons and things like that. And I think that this style of storytelling so far has really been successful on that front. Of just giving you a little tidbit here and there that you're kind of like, what's that about, you know? Like the syndicates, right? We know that there's these syndicates out there. We can assume by the title syndicate, to me at least, that these are probably a really big deal. You know, there's probably big power plays happening. You know, it gives you this idea that there's this whole world of people who have this insane amount of power and they're all duking it out at the top using their little guys on the street, right?
Yeah.
Like gang warfare. But we're not seeing any of it, right? We just have kind of an implication of it.
Yeah. At least not yet.
Yeah, at least not yet. And so there's a bit of anticipation. There's a little bit of, you know, what's going on here, right? Right now, I think if it was to stop here with the amount of world building that it's done, it would be really interesting, right? So I do wonder, based on what you have said and what you're telling me, if my opinions on the world building and how it is delivered might change as I go through, if they give way more information. Like the beginning wasn't too exposition heavy, I don't think, but it was, I don't remember it being too exposition heavy.
Honestly, I'm coming from more of a position from having played Limbus for the last 2 years, so.
Yeah, so what has changed your perspective about this game in regards to that?
I think this game generally does a pretty good job of scaling, just because it's a much shorter game than Limbus. My problem with Limbus right now, and to avoid spoilers, is just that we are not even a third of the way into the game, and we are already throwing hands with some of the most powerful people in the city.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that makes
This
sense,
game, I
honestly.
think, does a good job. And one thing I really want to point out with this game that I really like is the early game dynamic between Roland and Angela, because Roland knows the city but does not know the mystical LobCorp bullshit, and Angela knows the mystical LobCorp bullshit but doesn't know the city. And so I think that really
Yeah,
helped.
yeah.
get
And
the
I've
player
gotten that vibe off of them too, like even as an outsider coming in, where it's like Angela knows more. I obviously don't know about the Lobotomy Corporation part of things, but knows more about the library and the magic and like what's going on in that sense. And Roland is the one who's kind of like your everyman type, where
Yep.
he's like just some fixer off the street. And he's like, that's how life goes in the city, you know, like that's what people are like. I don't know what to tell you. So like Angela has this kind of distant, autistic sort of disposition about her.
I
like,
wonder why
that's-
she would come off like that.
That's crazy. You know, she just kind of doesn't quite get what regular people are like, you know, very detached. Which honestly, I'm gonna tell you, here's my headcanon. For not my headcanon, my prediction, okay? I don't think Angela's human.
Ah.
That is what I think right now. I think that she is like a manifestation of something in the library or something like that. Or the library itself. I am not sure. But she could be human. But there's part of me that's like, she could absolutely be like not a full person in some capacity. Because she's also just so removed from morality in a lot of ways. Although I guess everyone in this world is, where, you know,
Yeah.
they just get their limbs chopped off and shit. But like the lack of patience, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm second guessing myself now, but the fact that she knows only about this one specific thing, right, makes me feel like that also.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
I
you have not had a life outside of this thing.
Yeah. All very good, interesting conversation. I think I want to take a quick, 5-minute break.
Okay. I need to get some more food, so.
Get food, get water, take a piss.